Hello, welcome back to my play of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Since the last video, I have played like all the white quests from towns and whatnot. I have done cooking and fishing a little bit, and picked up Marauder and Rogue and played that a bit while I did their white quests. So now we are continuing the main story here in what's it called? Morbid Dry Docks. So that's what we're going to do now. You have a missive from me from Fortune Master Hasnara. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials you ordered over Moon's Path. Let's see it then. Lost and botheration. Another delay. I am well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The message does not deserve to bear the bent of my persuasion. Might I have your name? Stabolina, is it? Well, Stabolina. This proud maiden you see taking shape before you is Victory, the first new vessel to grace the dock since the calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with its beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. Victory is more than a simple warship. It is a symbol of Limsa's rebirth from the wreckage wrought from the coming of the Seventh Umbral era. Thus, we're striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the Thal's or something. Even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to be handed the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger in the docks for a time, there is no end of jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there is no place here for layouts and troublemakers. We're in 7H is that man. 1 in 12 moons has been late with the shipment. Now there's 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Ferrismount, recently left Candleship Quarry to receive several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa, but is yet to return. I have sent several missives to Hellborder, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, and I severely doubt he is telling the whole truth. I cannot leave my post. I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quarry in my stead and inform Hedora that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where I can rot alone in the middle of the Sea of Eternity. Oh, okay. Without a doubt. There it is. Without a doubt, I shall do that. And slash doubt to Hellborda. Is this repair things? That might be the thing I should do. There. Okay, I will do repairs there. I've also done some hunts when I've popped upon them. All the other ones I've mainly leveled via hunts. Marauder and Rogue. This is the way. Oh, this is the okay. Okay. pigs. E-pigs. 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 Something of the sort. Hello, you doubtful man. Just that self-righteous. I don't doubt that I've told anything of the truth. Sackville Island. He cannot do that, can he? I swear my poor Nana's grave navigated the rest of the soul. I know not of Phyllis made nor his precious supplies. Elsewhere in the quarry, we here at the Quay have had enough trouble these past few sons. What with the sinking of the Le Mans' cargo ship of the Salt Standard, I haven't had time to take a proper piss. Let alone note every scrag wandering off the grip. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to stand a question my character, then you most certainly have time to get that behind of yours on the Salt Strand and help search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows? You may run across this Phyllis mate everyone seems eager to find. We're just hoping the Navigate hasn't found them first. Right. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. There, I'm just blind apparently. That's perfectly normal and fine. Perfectly normal and fine too. Oi, it's pretty. Oh, it's scary pretty. Yes, say the foreman is wondering on my whereabouts. I thought there might be. But you must know, I cannot show my face at the dry docks until I've righted a terrible wrong, of course. 2 nights past I made a trip to the dry docks, from the dry docks to the Candlegate quarry. Just as the foreman asked, the seas were right rough, and the captain and the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs, so I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time we was halfway twixt shore, the ship swells had risen to nigh on 10 yalms, and it wasn't long after the waves foretold us. Had hold of us. Try as we might steady the boat, Natchez grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into the molten galley. When I woke, both ships were gone, and the cargo was collected, lay skewed across Salt Strand. Ice made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with Wigan, and I ain't one with a sword, and now you see why I cannot return to the dry docks. Right. These are also hunts. That night I was tossed into the sea like some doll of rags, and it went long after the walls around me faded as black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator couldn't see me to the gates, even the seven. And I woke to find myself washed ashore. And there it's been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage my mate's cargo. Missing parts. I do not know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away. But first I must stop by the quarry so I might pay my respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Abram that I'll be back at the dry docks by daybreak? Many thanks, adventurer, and I will not forget this kindness. Okay. I've got repair. My brain is super on point. I'll do it now. Now. As I see it. There we go. It was. See, now it's all through. I'm relieved to hear that both Philip's met and the other supplies are unharmed, though I foolish don't believe that I would blame him for that which was obvious out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas adjacent with the dreadnoughts are as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the troubled ships encountered off Candlekeep Quarry was less natural sort. Well, that's all the Shagain have been known to conjure. Ooh. Ew. I originally had doubts about your motives. You have repeatedly proven yourself as an asset. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. From Thorga, heard of the Watcher, the Drydogs believe the pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance in investigating. I recommended you. Despite all Limsa's endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact are still those that would turn their backs on the city-state, that might line their pockets with a few handful of coins. Just the thought of it thickens me. Speak with them. Ah, yes, I had a feeling it would be you he sent since you first arrived. Here, I have had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I just make a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It's protocol. As you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found, you appear to be a model citizen, and that the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, to which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Well, I can assume he informed you that what your task would entail. The pirates was, we believe, are conspiring to raid the Jardoks while out seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the man posing as a lost adventurer and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. Someone stationed at the rear gates can provide you with the exact location for the camp. I eat. Ah, I knew it. No more sardines for me tonight. Tonight I shall dine on the finest salmon the peninsula. My, well, I had a little wager going on with some of the guards who Auburn would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Ah, yes, the job. You follow the road. You eventually come in a barren cave with a single log stone. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Numia, the spinner. I'm surprised if the pirates camped up there. We're aware of that, though. Up, down, stay. Okay. Ooh, 5 left. Someone has 5 left again. There. I'll just do this hunt since I found it. I land at the circles over the heads. Is that I have a hunt for them? And that's the true completionist. You need to complete it. It's just needs doing. Alrighty, we'll kill 4 of you. Ow. I don't want to use that word so much. I need to figure out a different word to use for this questing. How to speak and what to. They will be a learning experience for me through what YouTube will allow. Hi, I'm intrigued if what these say now. I'm giving you to the court of Nine, just back on that path and carry a venturing behind the back down to whatever rock is crawled out from under. You see, it to me is that your type Roman, the ills like they was yours to Rome, is getting to be the man. Can he enjoy a mug of rum without some outlander running up and asking, which is the way to the local live, mate? 7. I know I'm a pirate, god damn it. This is once we have me boy back and put in this place of an island. So far behind me that no one I'll remember. I was even there. Come on. We's knives to sharpen. Okay. But I just want to leave. What do we trust? Well, the trespassers are pirates and they are planning something. But let's start getting my boy back. Could that be the target? Never lost the victory. Something's not right, and I won't sit idly waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you for your help. It appears we are wise to put our trust in you. I am concerned in the pest of pirates you had investigates are on the move. They creep ever closer to the dry dock, so I must soon seem they mean to target Victory herself. Ship is the symbol of everything, and I will not allow them to lay a single finger upon her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion, and you are just a woman for it. Without your capable assistance, I fear security at dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guards submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It's a matter not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either any suspected saboteurs encountered during the course of your investigation are also to be interrogated. Report any findings directly to me. Okay. They have both doors alrighty. Our reports would not sit well if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though, I once saw those pirates lurking around the cliffs near the empty hut. I take a closer look at that before it has a chance to cover its tracks. Well, I can look at that while I go up to talk to the other guard then. Ain't that just so clever? Ah, bothered me, did you? Well, you're too late. What's the happen already happening? Hey! Oh, I don't need to talk to them now. Okay. I'll just jump in. Yes, I can. Apex! Oh, of course I don't know Apex. I'm not an economist. Time to do it. Oh, you found one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were the right adventure to ask. What would these knaves be planning? What's happening? It's already happening. Trouble at the shipyard. Who did this to you? I don't know. Pirates struck me. We're not prepared for this. Pirates, soldier. How many are there numbers? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. There is no time to lose. You heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. I will see to this man's wounds, then follow after. Make haste! Now! Not victory. Not our victory. What way do I make? Can I make this way? No. Have to make that way. reckoned it'd be this easy. Still don't trust those bees, but their plans worked like a charm. What you doing? You great fool. Foil? Shut your trap, boy. This'll be over soon, and that's left is to blow this driftwood into splinters. No. You wouldn't do such a thing. Have you any idea how important the ship is? What it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me treacherous backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate's life to become a shipwright. And building a maelstrom vessel at that. Well, under the minion's wide green ocean made you think up with his self-righteous. You're the one with no sense. Don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but that era is over. I wonder why Aubrey never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. Ship's a symbol, alright. Everything that went wrong with the world. And I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. No, you won't. Stop, Lena. Beat the tar out of this bloating sea slug and make sure no harm comes to victory. Yeah. Yeah. Go, you pigs. I must be getting old, letting some green venturing get the best of me. Save the ship! Stand here, not save the ship! What are we doing? We saved it. Took the other ones as well. My thanks. I shudder to think what may have become of the victory without your help. The pirates have made a right mess of things. I'd best get sorting out the docks. My thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Never did my father have a way of turning my life upside down. My thanks, my apologies to Grimduta. Grimdutam, Grimmirimi. Oh, I wanna fly. Oh, fair you. I cannot begin to thank you for a role you played for preventing this. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope, Limsa, from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems security regimen will require much in the way of improvement if we are truly to keep the dry docks safe. He apologizes. Well, I suppose I can understand why I would feel responsible for his father's action. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But in time, I believe he will have come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past His anguish is to see the victory completed and in the water. And by the by, the Pirates was defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Rainia's men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have the time to spare, I would ask you another favor. Yeah, object, cool. In light of your role in the recent events, there are no others I would trust this task. Since last we spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effects of him, the pirates behind the plot of the sabotage. The missive was penned up in the most unusual script. The scribe we believe to be some manner of code. Needless to say, anything with a proven enemy of Limsa deems worthy of enciphering is like to be great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none among us can make any sense of the message. In cases such as this, while the Yellow Jackets won't turn to Beldrin in this convenient connection. Thus, I would have you deliver this missive to the proprietor of the Droning Wench, into his hand and no other. Do you understand? Oh, I surely do. I surely do. Levels are these 18, 17. Well, that means I am to return. Just handle this little mate I completed. And we return. I think. New quest, new quest. Ahoy there! I've been hearing of the deeds at the dry docks. It laid out the entire tale for me. Poor Sod was reeling in this old man's part of the business, but at least he kept the victory from being sunk, and even before she sailed. And for that I owe you thanks. You really made a name for yourself in Limsa lass. Folk know when they need someone doing. Oh, you need someone doing. You want someone to read a message written funny letters for you? He thought I might know a man who could. Well, let's see then. I reckon I might know a canny bugger who can read stuff like this. Alderaan, you know, like one of my regulars now. So. You never let me down. Never gonna help me. I reckon you can trust you. Was right to want this message deciphered. We got some trouble brewing. Hey, no mistake. Get ready for action and I'll explain. Good time you boat. Back when I was younger and nastier, I am living as a sellsword. In that business, if you wanted to know what your enemy was up to, you had to learn how to read orders. You priced from the cold and dead ends of his mates, and that's how I came to know how to read your message. Truth be told, the script was only too familiar. Seen the Shigan letters, and I should know I've gutted more Fishback's messenger than I can count. It gets worse though. They plan to blow up the victory is all over here, right down to the fine details. Looks like they meant to raise 8 kinds of ale in Western Lanus. When it the Maelstrom's new flagship in the confusion. The point being, the attack and victory weren't the act of a few rebellious pirates. 'Twas the key part in some canny bastard's grand plan. But if I'm reading this right, the attack itself came much too early. Why did they panic when they saw you was onto him? Rushed to do the job and buggered it up. Them tattooed face as they was paying Auburn's old man there with the serpent reeves, right? But none of the crew was there, was they? Did they have some better to do, or what? 7 else. Yeah, I've got it backwards. That mess with the victory. That was meant to be the distraction. The fishbugs ain't interested in the Meltrans, baby. They're after men, just like they've always been. They're sending the pirates' lackeys off the civilian target. This bit about race, Nelson Weston, that's where it'll be. Someone tells me Swift Perch is about to get it, and it odd. There's a rough translation of the message. Take it to the Commodore Rainer in the Coral Tower and tell him it's in for a busy day. Oh, and give him and a you can be damn sure I'll need one. Okay. Yes, I'm Raina. Oh, he must be the adventurer's name seems to be on everyone's lips. You ought to be commended for your part in thwarting the plot to destroy the victory. Now, what can I do for you this day? You bear an urgent message from Baldwin. Where do I get the feeling that my hopes for a quiet morning are about to be cruelly dashed? Tell me what's afoot. Assault and Swift Pitch. But we see nothing to suggest the Serpent Reavers are massing for an attack. Even so, it would be foolish to discount the possibility. He's rarely wrong about such matters. I will marshal the Yellow Jackets for battle immediately. The only question is where to send them. Well, I concur with Baldwin's assessment that the attack on the Droidex was intended as a diversion. Swiftbridge is but one of several possible targets for the main thrust. Somebody else there! Report. This is Shigan, sir. They mounted large-scale assault on South Tidegate, and threatened to overwhelm our defences within the day. The garrison requests immediate reinforcements. Seems my decision has been made for me. Master of the troops give order to march. Aye, the Serpent Rivers are on the with the Shigan. Which means there are every chance of the assault at Tidegate may yet prove to be another feint. The fact remains, however, we can ill afford to ignore it, and that leaves Swiftpatch vulnerable to those pirate traitors. It is at times such as these I wish the warriors of light were yet walking among us, but wishes will avail us not. Napam, you must serve in their absence. Make for Swiftperch. With all haste and lend your strength to the squads I can spare for the settlement's defense. With perch. Alrighty then. I knew the place. I am so good. Where is it fed? It's just good. 120. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Hi, baby. I'm in look at fish. I did like the fishing quests, and one of the fishing quests led to like a dungeon fishing boat expedition. That was intriguing. Didn't know what I was doing when I went into it. But ooh, so much XP I got from that in fishing. That was interesting. Very cool. Cool thing to be implemented. I actually made fishing more fun than any other the games with fishing I've had. Western Swift Perch. Here we have my person. He sent up word we're getting reinforcement, but I didn't expect him to send you. You certainly look like you've seen your shape of action, though. You bear little remembrance of the wide-eyed whelp I met fresh off the ferry. In any case, do you know what you're fighting for here? The place, Swiftbitch. It was rebuilt by folk who stood strong in the face of every hardship the calamity threw their way. And we're not about to let some fish fancy scum claim the honor of being the ones who finally broke the spirit. Don't give those pirates one bloody ailment, you hear me? Here they come. Oi. You know, I thought the Yellow Jackets was meant to be busy. But unless Scrags ain't following the plan, eh? Yes, eh? Now what? You pull back and wait for Shag and Brothers? We're turning back. We're not turning back empty-handed. Remember, no killing the small folk, or it'll be your blood that stains the Lord Leviathan's altars. The Yellow Jackets can be butchered at will. Them dirt-eating slugs will be crushed under the full might of the Serpent's reavers. Seems the Swift Patch was the main target after all, eh? Squad 1 and 2 protect the townsfolk. Squad 3, your rear guard. The rest of you, we meet the charge and we stand where we stand. Let us bear the Commodore's word for our victory, and no word at all. For Limsa! Do you like a dance and your gizzards? Right, okay. One at a time wasn't what I learned. I'm level synced. Never mind. Hey, pigs, go! Okay. It's a good book. Well fought. The reavers are beaten and scattered. I'll take some men and hunt down the stragglers. Oh, but there may be more of them lurking about, so don't let your guard down just yet. The source of her strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not face up well this time. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me the creature of the abyss, my thrall to command. that I may smite my enemies. Whoa! Help! Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Yeah, ow. Yeah. I got help. I'm very glad I got help. Just a little question. How is the wisdom of the paragons should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons, did you say? Then it is as I feared. They are known as bringer of chaos, or as Ashens, to give them the proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Pardon, you would know if the Sharlians have encountered Ashens before. I have never spoken to you of my homeland. How did you know whence I hail? Wait, to begin, I do begin to see. You have been blessed with a special gift. Are you alright, lass? If I'd known a mean bugger like that man was hiding in the bushes, I would have left a squad of 6 to keep you company. Well, at least now I can call this kidnapping investigation to a close. Those Reeves were the ones spiriting folk away in the dead of night, and this boss said he was pulling out the strangest strings. A trifle simplistic, but not inaccurate. I came as soon as I sensed his presence, but I never thought to find such a scene of carnage. Yet we prevailed, and thanks to your heroic actions, I have learned much. Aye, heroic is the word. I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't been here, friend. And your assistance is much appreciated too, Lady Ishtala. Please give your regards to the science. Prince Shines. I am glad to have played a role in the bringing about a helpless end to this disturbing fate of abductions. The thread of your fate forms a part of a most intriguing tapestry. Mayhap we will be afforded a chance to speak more in the near future. For now, however, you must see this particular tale to its conclusion. Pray send my greetings to the Commodore. Another one! Report to Raina in the Coral Tower. Yes, game. Napan, I eagerly awaited your return. Word of your exploits is already spreading throughout the ranks. My troops and I owe you a great debt of gratitude for your timely assistance. You have shown yourself to be possessed of a sure arm, a strong spirit, and sound judgment. Would that Limsa had more like you. I have little doubt that you shall one day join the ranks of Beosia's greatest adventurers. It's a matter of time. Clearly, Baldwin's eye for potential remains as sharp as ever, though I doubt even he imagined you capable of such feats. Might you fame me with your own account of the day's event, such victories bear retelling? Sure. Sure. She still has been working with us for quite some time, you see. And she was only too willing to assist the Yellow Jackets in the kidnapping investigation, proving herself a stalwart ally of Limsa yet again. Needless to say, after your part in thwarting the attempted sabotage of the victory, and the small matter of your deeds of swift perch, you two have proven yourself a valued friend of the Falsgorisi. Admiral. Hello? How are you? May I present you Admiral Bluffswin?
So, this is the adventurer I've been reading about in the field reports. I am Melve Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa. On behalf of my people, I bid you thanks for the deeds you have done this day. A token of our gratitude. What worth is high regard without just reward after all? Ha! Since you first set foot in our city, my good friend Badaron and Commodore Raina have taken turns at regaling me with tales of your exploits. Safe to say, they left an impression. Join me at the coming banquet. A seat of honor at the celebratory feast is the least I can offer the woman who foiled the Sahagin.
Sahagin! I'll definitely remember that.
A seat at the feast.
Oh, and don't be late.
I wouldn't dare.
Your fellow guests will be eager to take the measure of their newest hero, and some do not take kindly to being kept waiting. Till then, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
As you. The banquet. Ooh. Speak to me about banquets. I'm not sure you understand just how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to a state banquet. It's a highly coveted honor, where even the officers under her direct command are rarely afforded such a recognition. But I will not deny you. You have earned it. Many of the tasks you have performed in service of the Thalsgorisi have been both difficult and dangerous. This is a reward for all your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. Had the enormity of this moment yet to sink in, perchance you will realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries of Limsa. And now that I have imagined the scene, I realize that you will require attire suitable for the occasion. I suggest you visit the wench and see what Baderon, already forgotten how she said it, can arrange. He is surprisingly knowledgeable about such things. Dress up! Oh yeah! Ah, well, if it ends Mellyweb's guest of honor, ob nothing with an eight and mighty. I'll tell you, I damn snorted me ill up when I heard the news. You've come a long way. Aye, and that is the truth. Well, one thing's for sure, you not want for the recent grub. This bank was catered by the Bismach, no less. This grand chance for you to fill your belly bursting with fine and, more important, free food. We can't have it turning up in she-caked venturing gear. No, the arrow of honor needs to have a touch of refinement about her. If only to stop for complaining when she's scruffy, scruffing her face with cake. Take yourself over to the octant and speak with someone. She'll furnish you up with some ladylike to wear. I'll already have a word with her, so all you need to do is pick up the goods, then bring her back here so I can tell you what's what. Okay. So supposedly I do not know how to dress. Let's see how it is. Hi, I'm back. I had to do a little break and also finished a quest to outside the city. No, in the city that I had come to. But I ran back to where we just stopped. So we're going to continue the main story quest now in Limsa. Going back to the person in the central square. So, yep. Approximately just a few feet away from where I last saw you just seconds ago. Good evening, miss. I assume you're underdressed Lady Baldwin. You're the underdressed lady you mentioned. I see, it was not exaggerating. I've chosen these especially for your debut in the Light Society. Fear not, I'm certain you will absolutely adore them. And now I show him my garment. Why not? Baderon, was that what it was? Baderon. Yes. Ah, it's a wrong quest. Yeah. Let's have a box. Have the box then. And as per dress shoes, I mightn't have much to her name, but as long as she got a decent pair of shoes on her feet, there ain't nowhere she can't go. Think of them as gifts from me and all the other folk you done right by this way. It's a very moving gesture, I know. Just don't go one up on me. Wouldn't do for Limsa's new hero to turn up the banquet soaked in her own tears and not. Any road. That's your gob sorted. Now you just need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready and I'll tell you where you're meant to go. I am ready. I just... So I Just juice. You ready, are we? Banquet will be starting soon. If you'd waited any longer, I'd considered my civic duty to you up and I'd drag you down there. Now make sure you're wearing them fancy shoes when we turn up, alright? Carry them won't do no good. They're meant to make you look like a lady, remember? A lady's laden lackey. As for direction, the feast been held on the bridge in the Admiral's briefing room. Speak to Sandoval and Bulwark Hall, and he'll show you the way. Just keep that eld eye less and everything you've done for Limsa. You have a good reason to be proud, and don't let no eyebond bugger tell you different. Amethyst shoes on. Bulwark Hall. That is shopping place, isn't it? Ooh, itchy. That's okay. Hello! Are you meant to show me the way? Dress shoes. Fancy dress shoes. An adventuring fairy wearing fancy dress shoes. Oh no, those are some fancy dress shoes. Come on, adventurer. I'll show you to the briefing room. Dress shoes, dress shoes, dress shoes. Fancy dress shoes.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, join me now in honoring this woman for her services to our great nation. May the navigator guide and protect her on her journey, till sea swallows all. These pirates you encountered with the tattooed faces, they call themselves the Serpent Reavers. Their ranks are formed of cutthroats and madmen who have pledged themselves body and soul to the primal Leviathan. From what we have gathered, they sought to swell their numbers by spiriting away any soul unfortunate enough to cross their path. I need not tell you the depth of the animosity between us and the Sahagin. How any seaman worth his salt could devote himself to the fishback's god is a question for a more temperate mind than mine. But, thanks to you, our citizens may once more go about their daily lives, safe in the knowledge that they will not be dragged into the darkness by those execrable curs.
Such an extraordinary glow. This is one of the crystals of light.
By the navigator.
After our encounter with the Gubu, you had a vision, did you not? Of a towering crystal. You bathed in her light.
Yashtola's conclusion is clear, and I see no reason to doubt it. You are the vessel of a higher power. This being from your vision was the Mother Crystal. Your description matches what little we know of her. And if she has chosen you, then your deeds may yet shape the fate of nations, as once did the deeds of the Warriors of Light. Know you the tale? Like you, they were not of these lands, yet they fought to protect us all against the corruption of the Primals. When the Garlean Empire began its conquest of the realm, these heroes joined the Grand Companies and helped reforge the Eorzean Alliance. And at the Battle of Cartano, they took the field beneath our banners to fight for everything we hold dear. It was on that day, in the midst of that hell, that we lost them. Every soul who survived that battle will never forget how it was to fight beside them. We are proud to call them our comrades.
They will never forget, but somehow they have forgotten a lot. The calamity itself is this memory thing.
Yet whenever we try to shout their names, the sound dies in our throats. And whenever we strain to see their faces with our mind's eye, naught but their shadows appear to us, set against a blinding light. Ask any true Eorzean who knew them, and the story will be the same. It is for this reason that we call them the Warriors of Light. When I look upon you, I cannot help but be reminded of them. Keep that crystal safe. In time, I believe the Mother Crystal will make clear her reasons for bestowing it upon you. Heed well her words, adventurer, for it is Hydaelyn herself who speaks.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is Artemis?
Artemis, I love that saying.
No, it is nothing.
What?
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
What's she doing?
We are being watched.
Okay.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn! Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our community.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Delay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
Should live to behold Bakhmut once more.
Logalo, Asawad Daken Bet Mubut.
Magnificent, the eons of imprisonment have only made him hungrier.
Imarat way. Kiskat Togads Wadadorns.
I am aware of them. Pay them no mind. They are powerless to act.
Sis Nigem. Fistun the only Lamrai Sadai Dorn.
It has begun. Soon the planet will regain its true form. Are these the Shahar again? Or are these something else? So much to understand and remember. No cover. Morning, sunshine. A bit much for you, was it? What happened? Oh, you don't remember then? He keeled over in the middle of the banquet and caused a right stir. I had to carry her back myself. Back to the wench myself. Well, I say carry. It was more a matter of dragging and rolling. Too much cake, I reckon? Anyway, don't fret. This little one dear was exhausted after everything you've been through lately. The little nap seems to have pulled some colour back in your cheek. Oh, so I'll leave you to it. Bugger, I almost forget. The Admiral wants to have a word with you. You need to lock the way to talk to Zanta Hell. I'll let you into the Commodore's room. Oh, and stay awake, eh? I'm told old Merlo was in the middle of telling you a story when you started snoring the last time. I doubt she'd look kindly if you repeated the trick. Is he dumb? Is he dumb? Greetings. The Admiral awaits you in the command room. Shall I announce you? Ah, Stabalina, it's good to see you on your feet again. Are you recovered? Then let us waste no time. I have a task that needs doing. One I would only entrust to no other. The duty I have in mind for you requires some explanation. I do hope you have not made other plans. To business then. I have penned a letter to each of my counterparts in the Eosian Alliance. The Battle of Cartnu and the calamity that followed claimed countless lives. It has been 5 years since those of us who were spared dragged ourselves from the ashes to look upon Eosia, an Eosia we scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet the people still suffer. The lives are fought with worry and hardship, and the warriors of light who might once have given them hope are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We will never truly do so, however, till we have faced our past. To that end, I am proposing that a memorial service be held in each of the Crystal States on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartnu. These letters contain details of said proposal, and I would have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. You have proven yourself a staunch and able ally to Limsa, but that is not my only reason for choosing you. No, I choose you because you possess a quality which puts my mind of history's champion. A quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. I knew you would not disappoint me. This task shall take you far from our borders, from the borders of our nation, to the city-states of Gridania and Ulda. A grueling journey, to be sure, where you have to travel by sea and land, where you to travel by sea and land, but I mean to have you taken by the skies, to the skies, via skies, whatever. Airship? An airship pass! To be used as your discretion. Airships bound for the nations of our allies leave from the landing connected to the bridge. But before you depart, I suggest you trouble Baldwin for a few pearls of wisdom regarding each of your destination. The old bee is nothing if not well travelled. It's a pity I cannot issue such passes with a freer hand as I did more peaceful times, when birds were not so limited. But in these times of war, every craft we commit to the clouds risk drawing an eye of the Empire, and every voyage must needs be born of necessity. Least you doubt, I consider your place well deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There were other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. Aye, Sablina, your deeds do not go unnoticed. Full men see great promise in you, but I have flattered you enough. On behalf of Limsa and her people, I bid you go forth, adventurer. Discover the realm of which so many have fought and died. Wonder and danger awaits you in equal measure. Return not from either. Only braving of unknown will you achieve the greatness of which you are truly capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I wager that your destiny will be no small thing. Can I talk to Baderon? Yes, I talk to Baderon. Back here meeting with Admiral. No bleeding anybody. So you'll be carrying water to the Admiral assaulted leaders of the Alliance. Forgive me if I knew it was growing up in the world, but I didn't realize you got that bloody out. I'm proud of you, lass. Thinking of how far you've come. That's why this enough to bring a tear to my eye. And that ain't ill talking either. Well, not just the ale. Less than navigator for steering you, may. Of course, this is only the start. Now you've got your hands and airship house. The old Eosia is laid out before you, like a fair maid on a feathered bed. And she's a big girl, too, with plenty insight and nooks and crannies. You think Lumsians are characters, just wait till they cross paths with the grim forest dwellers of Gridania, or trade coins with the crafty merchants of Ulda. And then there are the wild places where the beasts rule and no bugwin sense sets foot. But you're adventurous. I wouldn't let a little thing like that hold you back. Of course, you didn't all exploring and excitement. There's an heap of trouble what plagues every nation see. That's just ours. I'm talking intrigue, infighting, beastmen, and their goddamn primals. It's an ugly side to life. But sooner or later you're bound to walk into it. But I'll wait till there's a bugger out there you can't handle. Something tells me you're going to be just fine. The rounds at its rough, it's true. But folk are begging to recover from the bleeding of the calamity dealt them. Tell me you're an hopeless optimist. Call me an hopeless optimist. But I wouldn't take much to turn things around. It's the perfect time for a veteran like yourself to get out there and make a difference. Well, what are you waiting for? You to stop blabbering, Baderon. Speak with someone at the airship's landing. And I feel like something has said airship landing when I looked. Yes. Yes, it has. I've just never been there yet. Great madams, this is the count of a passengers traveling to Gridania. Wait, are you the famous adventurer? It's Tabalina, isn't it? I thought I recognized you. You are an inspiration to us all, madam. My wind guide ways is at your disposal. Will you be traveling with us today? I assume so. Hope it's not like I can't turn around if I do this, since I haven't done my best. For the airship. Yes, please. Is that a good sound on an airship? Attention all passengers. The airship bound for Gridania is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Good fortune to you, Stabelina. They'll come when your name is the same as Eero the folk. Same as Eero to the folks of this realm. May we work in the light of the crystal. What?
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of
15?
defeat lingers still.
15.
15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
Wow!
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
Did I hear what I think I heard? Is that voice familiar? What is going on here?
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
It's a trap.
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway. I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
You better be scared.
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
But why? What? How? Why? What? 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 Yeah. Oh, new town, I guess. Okay, many things. Many things. Oh. Okay. Where's quests? Maybe in new. New is logical. There it is! Quest is a level 15. Okay. Hello! Ah, you must be the enemy from Limsa. Welcome to Gridania, madam. The elder Seed awaits your arrival. Greetings, good madam. You are the Luminsian envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the conjurer at Nophisia's altar. She will admit you to the Lotus Strand where the elder Seer awaits. I'm assuming it's okay. Unless that's back to the ship. Doesn't look like it is. And then I'm assuming it's out here. And then it is an old. And it is Midland. There it is! Crystals. Click on crystals. No crystals here. Pretty. So pretty. Crystal. Click crystal. Okay, so this is my home crystal now. Will I do quests here? Or is it just envoy to envoy? It's a mighty good question, that is. You are the Luminsian envoy. Begging your pardons, madam, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Of course. Well, this is the seal of the Admiral of Limsa. Please come with me. I saw her on the video!
So you are the Laminsan envoy. And an adventurer besides. The realm owes much to you and yours. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Admiral.
And remembrance of service to the fallen at Cartano. To think that 5 years have already come and gone. It seems like only yesterday the Garlean Empire attempted to seize all that we hold today. Rising in resistance, the city-states of Eorzea formed the Grand Companies and joined hands in alliance. Unbeknown to us, the Garleans sought to best us in battle, but moved instead to enact a terrible plot, the Meteor Project, by which the lesser moon, Dull Moon, would be torn down from the heavens and annihilate all life below. With a desperate bid to save the realm from certain destruction, our forces marched for the Cartanu Flats, but there were met with the 7th Imperial Legion. More bloody, a battle I have never seen, and would never wish to see again. Yet the carnage that was a prelude to the atrocity which followed. For despite our best efforts, Dalmud continued its descent, and from its emerged the primal Bakhmut, who proceeded to rain fire upon Eorzea. The 7th Imperial Legion was consumed in the blinking eye, while our own forces fared little better. That any among us was spared defies explanation. All seemed sure to perish. As the flames converged upon us, I prepared myself for death, only for a brilliant light to envelop me, relieving me of my senses. When at last I awoke, Bakhmut was gone, and the land, which had but moments before been aflame, now seemed to me a place of unknown, not simply ruined, but changed. Archon Louisois may well have been able to shed light upon these mysteries, but he, like so many, never returned from Cartano. And so we were left with countless questions and no prospect for an answer. Yet such matters did not long occupy our thoughts, for we had a far graver concern. The calamity, as the devastation wrought by Bakhmut has come to be known, laid our nations nigh to waste, and to this day we struggle to rebuild our lives and homes. To compound matters, the beast tribes continues to summon the primals while the Empire encroaches upon our borders. Consolidating its foothold in Eorzea, the outlook in short is bleak. In the wake of the calamity, it has all been each nation could do to nurse its own wounds. Yet if we are to weather the coming storm, we must needs stand united once more. Our remembrance servants may well present an opportunity to rekindle the spirit of unity which first gave rise to the alliance. I wholeheartedly approve of the Admiral's proposal. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. I'm so enthralled by her hair. I'm like, where are the ends? How is it? realistic. You have done for the people of Eorsi a fine service this day, and I would not put you to further trouble. I shall see that my relay reaches the admirals anon. You, meanwhile, are bound for the next Uldar, are you not? Please send the Flame General my regards. And if you would be so kind, I should appreciate if you would inform him that a pet of mine has been ill-behaved of late. A wolf, to be precise. Needless to say, he must be brought to heel, and I would very much welcome the General's counsel on how this might be achieved. Thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safe to Uldar and beyond.